Ladies and gentlemen, I have returned from the dead. Yes, you are not hearing things. I have returned once again for FormulaOCE Saturday Night League. We're here for F2 round number 8 at Baku, and as I am joined in the lead commentator, I should say, is Abyss OCE. Abyss, take it away.
G'day everyone, and after a week break from the commentators, they still did race last. Oh, we got rain in quali, but yeah, last week we had a little break. Both of us busy, so we're back now and ready to go racing. But we're starting off here with some wet weather conditions. Interesting for the drivers, a bit of a challenge.
Now,
The Discord, some of the boys are not so happy about it.
Now, I did a race at Hungary earlier today for American League, and it was full wets on F1 cars, and it was horrendous. I cannot imagine what the full wet tires would feel like on the F2 car. And to be honest, it sucks that F2 doesn't have intermediates. It just goes full wets and full dries, no intermediate tires. So yeah, it doesn't look like it's raining that hard. As Broken Reptile is now out on track, and yeah, there's hardly. It still looks like it's dry enough for dry tires, but obviously
it's intermediate condition weather, isn't it? It's not
yeah
rain at all. There's no spray even coming off Broken Reptile's car.
yeah. As I said, it still looks dry enough for dry tires, but this is going to be very interesting. Edgy, not even racing. I have the standings, as I'll quickly run through them, as we got RL Dutchy, who is not
here.
No. Here tonight. He's leading the championship by...
What has happened?
25 points over Oxygen Thief. 177 to 152.
Goats went straight into the wall at turn 3 and he's out. Oh no!
Oh dear.
That is not the way he was planning on starting here in round 8. It's Broken Reptile taking it nice and easy through the castle section.
Goats for Life. Speaking of Goats for Life, 2, he's in 3rd actually. Whoever does the F2 standings have done this wrong. Should be Korg in P3, Goats for Life in P4. Then there's a bit of a gap between Goats for Life and Green Goats. Then we got Lil T in 6th, Snags in 7th, Mick is in 8th, Petty Crow 9th, Black Hammer is in 10 on 30 points. Wow. And then we got Cruda Karma on 20, Retro Pricey on 17, Stormhunter on 14, Heartleaker on 6, Urban Growth on 6, It's Your Boy 3 is on 3 points, and that is it. And then Constructors, Universal, 103 point gap over MP, 307 to 204. There's another big gap between MP and ART, is in 3rd. Then we got Hilltech in 4th, Carlin in 5th, Dams in 8th, Campos is in 8th, Churros in 9th, and Prima in 10th. So those...
Oh, Broken Reptile. Thailand a bit slippy there.
There are your standings. Here, ladies and gentlemen, Edge, you're not racing. Why are you watching my POV? Go see on board FormulaOCE's POV. Much cleaner screen. This is just in case incidents occur. And Reptile, very...
Oh. Nearly dropped it.
Yeah, I was about to say very cautious on this lap. I mean, everybody's cautious, but I think Reptile would be on course to be on pole position here tonight. Still a long way to go, 25 and a bit minutes remaining. Early call there, but you can never know.
Goats is back. Something to note. he's done fairly well in a few of the races we've commentated. Oh, Broken Reptile nearly turned into the castle section.
Ooh, someone's lost some front wing here. Could that be a Paddy Crow, Lil T? I think it's Paddy Crow. Yep, Paddy Crow lost some wing at the castle, and he's back into the pit lane. Back on board with Baku. Oh, Lil T! Little T is into the fence. He's facing the wrong way, and luckily this is real life. Otherwise, that would have been red flag material. And here comes Reptile on this long ass back straight. Ooh, bit of an oversteer moment onto the curb.
Is it flat? Not quite. So what's the first lap of the day looking like? Baku and Reptile coming past what would be the DRS detection point. And across the line, we're starting with a 209.7 from Baku and Reptile.
Sparky gets to the top, 208.4. As Thief actually crashed onto the pit straight, by the way.
Didn't see that.
Stormhunter's going to cross the line.
It's 110, 210.4.
Yep, 210.4, 2 seconds off Sparky and a whole lot of numbers there. Who's... There might be Urban Growth.
Across the line is Urban, yep, on board with him at the moment here. Coming into the castle section, yeah, nice. Bit cautious, you'll think the drivers will just take the first few laps to get settled into these wet conditions, as they've probably been practicing dry conditions. So this is a whole new look. Even though it's not too wet, it's still going to be very, very easy to drop these cars and put them around or in the wall, as we've seen Goats for Life already do here on his outlap.
There's someone around. It's Green Goats. Green Goats is around, so that's effectively ruined his lap. But he can still do multiple laps in the wet if he got enough fuel on board.
Big lift for Urban Growth through the S's here in the final sector, and now across to the DRS or detect open thing. Nice. And we are going to come up to the line now. It's going to be a 110.6. Puts himself currently the lowest of the drivers to do a lap. Lil T will be next across the line, I think.
Oh,
Broken will be.
Oh, could be Broken Rep. So, bit of a moment coming out of that little bit of corner there. You'll take sector one. I think it's Green Goat to Black Hammer. One of the two.
That one's Black Hammer.
Oh, the 420 brothers.
Oh, it's 8.
Ooh, 208.8, 4 tenths off Sparky.
Sparky.
Oh, Reptile drops it at a turn 1.
Well, T goes to pole. Was second. Sorry, my apologies.
Second goes. Let's go Little T.
Stormhunter coming into the lane.
That's interesting. So maybe Stormhunter didn't put enough fuel in. Maybe front wing damage.
Paddy coming to start a lap. This is Green Goat's finishing a lap.
Well, at least he will have some.
On a 2 minutes 30.
Yeah, he went purple final sector apparently. So. And he's binned it at turn 1.
Oh, he's dropped it again. Really struggling.
Yeah, this... Oh my god, luckily there was no wall there. Paddy Crow, where's Paddy Crow? He's at turn 3. And yes, Edge, that is your Alpha Romeo co-commentator commentating tonight. Is about to start a lap. Black Hammer's about to come in, I would assume. He's got no wing by the looks of it. Will he come in? Oh, actually he does have wing. That's my mistake. My eyes playing a trick on me.
Riding, well, not riding on board, but following Oxygen on his lap here at the moment.
Oh! Little T facing the wrong way before the castle section, and I think that might have affected his. Yeah, I think that might have affected Paddy Crow, his teammate. Oh, that might be something to look back on after the race. So he's out of fuel. Yes, he is. So Paddy Crow.
Oh, what a drift.
Paddy Crow will be the next one to set a lap time. He's gone purple middle sector apparently. So the game's not registering much for me because I don't know why.
Broken.
Oh wow. My god. Oh yeah, there's front wing from Reptile. That might have offset Paddy Crow there.
That could have been really bad. Paddy's been in the wars here on his first lap. It's going to be a good mid-8. And puts himself P3. Little T into the lane.
Nothing separated Little T and Paddy Crow, the two teammates for tonight. Green Goats is in.
Next across the line will be Oxygen Thief. We're going to ride on board for the rest of his lap through here. Probably the most confident we've seen through those last couple of corners. Now, all it is, straight to the line. We're looking like a nice lap here. Could we see the first driver into this? It's going to be a 6. 1 minute, 2 minute, 5.6 for Oxygen Thief. And shows his dominance early here. Only 11 minutes into qualifying.
Oh, Blackhammer's had another excursion once again, and he's definitely got no front wing. So the final sector is going to be interesting for the young Red Bull driver. And Snags is about to start his lap. Green Goat's still in.
Stormado, oh my god. Sliding through the final corner.
So I'm on board with Oxygen. There's no one on the lap at the moment except for Snags. I'm on board with Oxygen. He has a fantastic opportunity to take the championship lead here tonight. He's 25 points behind his teammate Dutchy. He's on pole, or provisional pole, but as we said, 18 minutes and change remaining, so anything can happen. He needs to get maximum points all weekend long. Would you agree?
Well, to take the championship, he doesn't need too many points. I think he'd be happy with just a double podium. That'll take him to the lead of the championship, I believe. But I think getting these first 4 points here in quali will be key, and then I'm not sure if we've got a dry or wet race. However, depending on weather conditions and whatnot, it could vote well for Oxygen here to really take a stance on this championship, as Dutchy's been a bit absent in the last few rounds.
Yeah. I've noticed this is my third race commentating the F2 league at round 8, so shows how available I am. I've only commentated him once, so Dutchy missing the last last 2 out of 3 races. I think he raced at Monaco. I think he did. But yeah, Oxygen Thief, if he wants to stamp his authority, as Sparky has validated, if he wants to stamp his authority and have a championship battle with Dutchy, he needs to dominate this race here tonight. 25 points is not much in the grand scheme of things, considering you get points for pole, and then you've got 25 for the feature race, and
Chunky goes 6th.
Yes, Chunky goes 6th. No, it's Green Goats. He's into the fence once again. The Red Bull drivers
goes 6th.
The Red Bull drivers are not having much fun out there tonight.
Is that wing damage or not?
I think so.
I don't think so. I don't think I saw any. No, front wing looks alright.
Oh my god.
Tell you what, he's really struggling with this.
He's probably thinking, you know what, lads, I'm in P9. It might be a dry race. But I'll tell you what, the rain's easing up here. Could we see some dry running? We've got 15.5 minutes left.
It's just annoyingly persisting for the drivers here at the moment. It's not really going anywhere for the time being, but it's just kind of wet enough to make it challenging, and like, especially because if we've got a couple of dry races coming up, they're all on dry setups, so yeah, just enough to annoy the driver, make it a little bit more challenging, but makes qualifying a bit more exciting, as the boys will not, I'm pretty sure, definitely will not have had as much practice in the rain around this track in the last week. Oh, Green Goat's opposite lock.
Oh,
through turn 3.
Oh, that's not great, Sparky, and I caught all of that.
Off the front wing.
Sorry, Sparky. just slid on into the fence at the castle section. What's Snags up to? It looks like he's on for
It's
another
a second and a
lap.
half up.
So what's that? 8.4. So can he get any further?
Can we see Chunky push Sparky down to third? Looks to have been a very nice third sector. What's it going to be? It's going to be a low 8, an 8.3.5. And that will put Chunky with about a tenth and a half back to Sparky. A comfortable P2 for now.
And should see Sparky coming in. I think we might be getting some dry running. Unless it's just going to be like this the entire session, where it's just intermediate conditions.
I have a feeling it will stay like this the whole session, so...
Now, who's that? Is that Urban? Yeah, that is Urban Growth. Behind...
Massive toe.
Yeah, unfortunately he's not on the lap, so... He's backed off a little bit, but... Green Gates with a better lap time.
Still not so quick. He's only going to improve by nothing. He's going to stay in P9.
It stays P9, but it is an improvement, 18-second improvement, but there's more time to be found. He had a bit of a tank slapper, and Urban Grove is right behind him.
As we're going to go on board here in silence for a lap around Baku with Paddy Crow.
No,
Come on.
Oh, Paddy Crow let us down.
Commentator's curse there. Almost.
Black Hammer's about to start a lap. No, he's not. He's into the lane.
Chunky coming around again. 3 seconds down. You assume he's jumping into the lane now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is backing off and throwing the car into the lane. Probably for a fresh set of wet to take him to the end.
As Abyss grows ever so tired. So I noticed a couple of things. Considering what happened on Wednesday and the first 20 odd minutes here tonight, no one's gone up against the pit wall, which is the quickest route to the line. They're all going to the outside.
Red Bull around in the background.
That would be Green Goats.
Green Goats again.
Yep. So it's very, very interesting that no one's taken the shortest way to the line on that back straight. It's always on the outside, so it's one to look out for as Paddy Crow still goes on into his lap. Let's see how far he's actually down by.
Urban Growth doesn't improve that lap.
13 seconds. You would expect to see Paddy Crow maybe go out for another lap with 10 minutes and change remaining.
Yeah, you probably expect him to come in, refuel, maybe get a fresh set of tyres on. and go for 1 or 2 laps at the end here. But by the looks of it, no, he's coming in.
I think Thief might have had a bit of a moment just before the second sector time split. There was yellow flags where he was, but he's still going. Do we think somebody's going to challenge Steve for pole position here tonight?
He's got 2.5, like 2.6 to the car behind, so if I'm being completely honest, I don't think anyone's actually going to get close enough to challenge here today. And I think Thief might still have some time in him here if he nails it, but yeah, changing conditions, all the drivers getting slightly more acclimatized to the conditions and the track, as we've got a Ferrari in trouble.
Oh, that's at the castle. That's at the castle section. Was that?
I think he may have just been letting him go, but
Oh,
yeah, I don't see any front wing damage. I think that was just him letting him go, actually, so all good. Little T gonna start his lap here, and we'll go on board for a lap, this time with the other Ural Kali car.
Oh, before we do that, Urban Growth is over 2 seconds up on his time here. This could get interesting here with Urban Growth.
He is on a 2:10 though, remember?
Yes,
so
I know.
Around Sparky tonight.
It was
It's a
2.1.
good lap, but it's not going to be a 5. It's not going to even get close to challenging Oxygen Thief. But he will go P2.
2.3 seconds. I think that's with Abyss cackling coming through. So Little T on his lap.
Oxygen Thief is a 10th up on this lap.
Little T's 1.2 up in the first sector. Oh no!
He will. It's a 5-0 for Oxygen Thief. And it extends that lead out the front by now 3.3 seconds, and it does not look likely that anyone's even going to get close to touching him here today at Baku.
I'm on board with Little T still. Let's see how much damage that has hurt him. He was 1.2 up in the first sector. He's only at 10th up. He's lost over a second. Oh no, Little T.
Storm Huddle coming up to the line now.
There's a car.
Looks like it may be a slight improvement. No, he's coming in the lane.
There's a car park at the castle.
Urban Growth off the tray. Is he okay?
I think he's just letting drivers through.
He's going very slowly.
Out of fuel.
Might be letting the guys in front.
He's out of fuel. Yep.
Is he?
Yep, he's out of fuel. He's got the tank light
Oh
on.
yeah, he's fully out of it.
Isn't that a Little T goes off wide. He does improve to a 2-minute 8.5. So he's a couple of tenths ahead of his teammate for this round. His teammate, I should say. Oh my god! Sparky, mate. He's definitely coming in.
Oxygen 4 seconds down.
Yeah, he'll be coming in. But Reptiles...
Little T, 2.5 tenths up. Bakama coming towards the end of his first lap in qualifying finally with 6 minutes to go.
Can he get ahead of his teammate?
I think he can, not on this lap because he was very backed off in the first sector. I think he was just finally getting a feel for the conditions and wanted to get a lap on the board.
Actually,
So
no,
yeah,
he won't.
it's only going to be about a 17 or an 18 or a 19 even. 20, God.
I can hear
That bad
my.
of a lap,
I can hear myself in the background. By the way.
I don't know why you would.
Okay, now I can hear it. Oh, there we go.
Did that just stop?
Yeah, little T's coming in. 100% he's coming in. Get that wing changed. 5 minutes remaining.
Broken Reptile has jumped in Dutchy's car for the weekend, and he's going to start his lap here, where we will go on board and hopefully, unless he's coming in the pit lane. He's coming in the pit lane. On our lap.
Yeah, Reptile does this. He goes in and then he comes in and waits till the last second. But Paddy Crow, he's a 10th up. And he's going to cross the line. At 8.2.
Got a Red Bull in the wall. Black Hammer around at the castle section. Is that front wing damage, I wonder?
Nah, I don't think.
Oh, it is now. He's in the wall again.
That is definite front wing. And I cannot hear myself, so that is fantastic. Oh, never mind.
Paddy Crow 5/10 up, I'm seeing. Surely not. No one's even close to Oxygen Thief. This is ridiculous.
Maybe this is the race Oxygen Thief needs.
Paddy Crow's is 2nd and 3/10 up. According to this. Let's watch for the rest of this lap. As we run up to the line with Paddy, it's a good lap. It's going to be a 6.2, and it improves by nearly 2 seconds. And finally, someone a lot closer to Oxygen Thief, but he's still 1.2 seconds clear.
Yeah, and Thief is back out there. And Crow's out of fuel. I just realised Gringo did retire. Interesting.
Must have thought he couldn't improve.
Black Hammer's not coming out, and neither is Sparky, so their qualifying's over because they won't have enough time to get out there and go around.
Alright, but first line will be chunky. I don't know if he will have just about enough time to get back around and across the line to start a final lap if he wishes. As he's 3 seconds down on this lap. So we're going to go... Oh, Stormhunter on the now lap. He's putting it pretty tight to actually getting there, but he's going to have about 15 seconds in hand.
Yeah, I think he'll get there in time.
Yeah, he doesn't win it here. Oh, I think he tapped the wall. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he did just tap the wall there at the exit of the final corner.
Paddy Crow will be coming in.
17 seconds down, unfortunately.
Yeah, we've just got no fuel. Ooh, Urban, that was cutting it tight. And that's it, qualifying is now done. Yelp sector 3.
Oxygen's a second, 0.2 up.
Dear idea.
Oh wow, full commit through the final couple of corners. That is exactly what we wanted to see here towards the end, and I think this is going to be an absolute demolition from Oxygen Thief.
This could be a 3.
It is going to be a 3.
No.
Oh, not quite.
2
Just a bit of time in the final sector.
Little T is 2 seconds up. 205.8. And Urban Growth comes in. The Storm Hutto has retired.
Broken Reptiles 2 seconds up.
Goes P4. And
The only driver left is Chunky Snags. He is 6/10 up.
he's 1.9 up on my screen. Nearly 2 seconds.
This could be a big improvement from Chunky. Put him towards the top 4.
Ooh, he does not commit like Oxygen Thief did. But here comes Snags. It's gonna be a 5.
It's going to be.
No.
Oh, 6-1.
6.1. That's giving him third.
Really good job. And you can do the wrap.
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oxygen Thief dominating this qualifying. It's really annoying hearing my voice in the background. He takes the full 4 points. Little T gets P2, Snags P3, Paddy Crow P4, Reptile P5, Urban Growth P6, Sparky P7, Storm Hunter P8, Green Gate P9, and Black Hammer P10, and Goats for Life, who retired early in P11. So, the start of what Oxygen Thief needed for this weekend.
Started well, hasn't he?
Well, he's now 21 points behind Dutchy. So, it's an overcast race, but the looks of it.
Yeah, overcast but dry. Important.
Will we see rain in the sprint race?
Or even towards the end of this one.
Yeah. The castle section is going to be very, very interesting in the dry now. I would say it's the most important corner sequence of corners in this race.
Who's your pick for, I'd say, top 3, but second and third based on qualifying?
So we mix it up with the race win and surprise podium. So I mean, would not be a surprise if Thief wins. But a surprise podium. So this is interesting. Urban Grove's the only one on mediums.
What the? Purple tyres?
That is interesting. 15 laps. I tell you what, if there's an early safety car, Urban Grove will probably just say, "Thank you very much, lads." Surprise podium. Who's a surprise? I mean, anyone in the top 5 can get on the podium. You know what? I'm going to say Urban Growth will get a surprise podium. What about you, Miss?
I think Green Goats. I think qualifying wasn't a true representation of his pace around here, and I think he's definitely, well, sorry about that. He's definitely got the pace in the car and his own driving to definitely get on the podium here, especially with a couple of incidents maybe further up early in the race, or just people making silly mistakes when they're not as focused potentially.
Yeah.
Goats for Life also could be.
Yeah, he could be
Could be your best achiever from P11 on the grid after DNFing very, very early.
I'm sticking with Urban Growth for a surprise podium. Starting on the mediums, he's going to be quick at the end. Everybody's going to have fresh tyres anyway, because no one went on to the dry running. But
yeah, sure every race could be like F2, but look, they're keeping very, very nice and close in formation. The racing tends to be beautiful. It's a bit disappointing, if anything. Ah, well. Helps when there's only 11 drivers, but...
Come on, people. Come on, people. You sign up the F2 and you're not even doing.
Alrighty. So, the race about to get underway here. Frizy will take it away from the 5 red lights, but I think there's a lot of story to still unfold here in the next 15 laps. I'll hand it to you for the first lap here, Fries.
And we just wait for the last car to get onto the grid. Three, four, 5 lights, 5 lights. And it's lights set, and away we go. Urban Growth gets off to a good start. Snags is up in the P2. Gets away cleanly. There's contact. Urban Growth is out of the back. I think he's got some wing damage. That is not what you want. Storm Hutto down the inside of the reptile. Oh my god, that is so close. Reptile gives it the respect. Sparky's up the P4, Little T down in the P3, Snags up the P2, gets off to a good start. Wait, did he put out a second? Ready. Goats for Life is around with the P9. Urban Growth struggling with that front wing now. They still might look for a move on Paddy Crow, but did not get it done. Hang back. He's actually Storm Hunter with the front wing damage. Not Urban Growth, so I do apologise. Well, that's... He's done very well to keep it intact. Little T, on board with Spark. Lag. It's Goats for Life. He's made a move on Broken Reptile. Reptile has had a shocking start. Here comes Little T onto Chunky Snags. It's going where the race will be won and lost here on this straight, I think. The Slipstream DRS. Who's running
As I
rubber
rejoin
wings?
is here. A crazy first lap again. And currently Lil T up the inside into turn 1. See if Chunky can hold it around the outside.
Goes for Life and Reptile. Goes for Life down the inside of turn 1. And Reptile gets in the room and Goats for
Oh,
life.
contact! Chunky is around at turn 2. And Chunky and I think it was Goats for Life, I think. Oh no, Lil T
Lil
have
T.
come together at turn 2. They've gone from 2nd and 3rd to 8th and 9th. Absolute catastrophe here for Chunky Snags. A complete passenger in that accident.
And just ignore the timings on my screen, ladies and gentlemen, because the game's just glitching out for me. As Chunky Snag, yeah, Chunky, I think he just went on. Oh dear, oh dear, this game. Oh, Paddy Crow is not 2 minutes behind Sparky, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you that.
3 seconds.
Yeah. This game, fantastic.
Green Goats in the back of Lil T here. Lil T might have hit the wall there at the castle section, I'm not too sure.
Paddy Crow
He's
goes
got no
up
front
wide.
left end plate.
Paddy Crow very slow off the corner. Goes for life. This is a podium position. He gets very easy move, I must admit.
Maybe Paddy Crow just wanting to tuck in and maybe get dragged along by Goats for Life. What did I say about Goats for Life? Starting P11 in this race, and at the end of lap 2, up into P3.
Okay, so the timing just sort of working themselves out here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, there we go. It's back, sort of back to them. We're waiting on the last to cross the line. Alright, so we now have the correct timing. So Lil T looking to pressurize Overgrowth, but he's a bit far behind. Yes, that is important to remember. DRS is enabled. And Goats for Life having a little bit of a trail. Oh, Goats for Life is into the fence and he's hit the wall, front wing damage. And Paddy Crow's gonna nab up P3 once again.
Paddy's gonna get the exit, but still not close enough.
No.
Really not an overtaking opportunity here for a fair few corners. So Paddy skims the wall there as well. Don't think he's got front wing damage from that one though. But yeah, incredible here. A lot of people struggling with hitting the wall and all that, but a good recovery here from Broken Reptile after a very, very poor first lap. Went down to P8 or P9, I think, even at worst. But he's brought himself back up to P5 at the moment.
So what the battle for P3 is really heating up. Yellow Flag second 2. It's Black Hammer. I think he just spun around. No wing damage. But yeah, 3 to 7. All of them with under a second of each other, except for Goats and Paddy Crow.
Paddy could get eaten up here.
Yeah. Well, who's that? Little T and Overgrowth. I think another fastest lap on the race at 55.2. Side by side here.
Little T's got the job done. Well done.
Oh, but Overgrowth oh, the wrong way. Sorry. Oh my god. And Reptiles.
Paddy and Broken have swooped.
Yeah. I just saw Paddy go out a little bit wide there. Same with Reptile. Paddy Crow's got DRS.
Broken Reptile just trying to cut the slipstream, and Paddy's just not going to be close enough. Backs out of the move and will settle down into P5.
I tell you what, Goats for Life, he's done a remarkable job here with that damaged front wing. He's pulled a 2-second gap onto Reptile.
Teammates here pushing each other in 5th and 6th at the moment. Could be some team orders here potentially if Paddy doesn't think he has the pace to stay in front of his teammate.
Yeah, that's brought back Urban Growth into this battle. Urban Growth just needs to stay patient, I should say. He's on the mediums, he's not going to fit for quite a while. Probably lap 10, 11, that area. Unless there is a safety car. A safety car really kills his strategy, I think.
Bill T's really not been phased at all by that incident with Chunky Snags, as Chunky Snags has lost about 10 seconds to him now, after getting that front wing damage, I believe, from being spun. So, truly unfortunate, and I'm assuming that will be looked at after the race by the stewards.
Well, we shall see. It was a chaotic first lap. Just look at the leader, gets to the leader. I think.
How do you throw on Broken Reptile?
Yeah.
Broken Reptile in the lane.
That's interesting. Now let's see how long the pit stop is.
He's gonna drop. Oh, Lil T nearly having to go straight on. Barely misses the wall on the outside of turn 1, and he's lost about a second and a half because of that error. But thankfully unscathed, and he can move on and try and catch back up to Paddy Crow and in that DRS zone.
So
Goats and Chunky at the back.
So Reptile lasted, what, 4 laps on the softs, or super softs.
Chunky's got the move done before the corner. Well done.
And Black Hammer's,
7 for Chunky Snags.
Yeah, Black Hammer's back into the lane. And that's
really
that promotes Stormhard up in the P10.
Red Bull, well, it's not actually Red Bull, but Red Bull Carlin, Red Bull's junior team, really struggling here with Green Goats and Black Hammer. They just, all through qualifying, I thought, you know, maybe that's because of the rain or whatever, but both drivers struggling immensely here.
I tell you what, the benefit of the lead here is it's not over.
Sparky's done well.
1.6. Has Sparky looked after his tyres better than Oxygen Thief?
We are coming into the pit phase now. You think about 5 laps on the Ultra Softs. Oh. I think he did skim the wall. Yeah, but he's got front wing damage on the front left corner now. I don't know if that was from that or an earlier incident, but front wing damage on Sparky's car will be interesting to see if he does get that front wing changed or not. Oh, and he's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Can't afford those penalties in such a tight situation like that. Is the front wing going to get changed? Yes, it is. So it's going to be a long and lengthy stop there for Sparky.
A lot of people
very unfortunate.
Paddy Crow is in, Goats for Life is in, Chunky
See how
Snags
Broken
is
Reptile
in.
comes out.
Where's
A
your...
lap undercut. He's going to come out in front of everyone here, I think. Could be very close with... He's going to come out in front of everyone.
Paddy Crow! Paddy Crow! Oh, Paddy Crow to the inside! I think Reptile's hit the fence, yes he has!
Well done all. Well done all drivers there, keeping that clean.
And Paddy Crow did not get DRS, neither did Sparky got DRS, but Paddy Crow didn't. Oh, Reptile's into the fence!
No,
oh!
Reptile's in the wall!
And Sparky got caught up in that as well. Luckily,
No front wing damage.
no front wing
They're
damage.
broken,
Yes.
Got away with that one.
So now, let's see. Oh, Little T's in the fence! He's in, yep, that's front wing right there. And Urban Grove is up in the P2 here, ladies and gentlemen, starting on the mediums. And he will take the lead of this race. And Black Hammer is off at turn 1 as well. Surprise, no safety car has been called out yet, but it's green flag racing. So, this is just taking all the pressure off Oxygen Thief right now.
Yeah, all these contenders just spinning and having their own incidents as Oxygen just continues to stretch these Ultra Softs. You think he's coming in now?
Yeah, he's coming in now.
And he is.
I think he'll come out in P2.
Let's watch this stop from Univertosi Racing. Fairly nice stop there from Univertosi. Urban Growth will regain the lead for the time being. However, he does still need to pit. Lil T is in the lane, as well as Green Goats. And I believe that is the rest of the field in the lane now. So only Urban Growth to stop, as we will move forward in this race. Now, 15 seconds, the gap between Urban Growth and Oxygen Thief. Just keep an eye on that gap and how quickly Oxygen can bring that gap down.
Alright, a safety car
Big
comes
battle
out.
coming out of the pits here, Green Ghost and Lil T.
Yeah, I was about to say, if a safety car comes out, Oxygen Thief might be blessed, potentially. It is a 27 second pit stop, because the gap between Thief and Urban was 13 seconds before Thief came in and done his pit stop. It is now 13.7, so you're looking at 27 seconds for a pit stop. Yeah, I think Oxygen Thief has got this win in the bag. Fastest lap.
I think a safety car at about lap 9 or 10 gives Urban Growth a very, very good chance of getting a podium here.
Yeah. Surprisingly, Sparky has the fastest lap of the race so far.
Another issue for a Red Bull at the back. Sorry for those of you who
No, it's
are getting
alright.
annoyed at our lack of knowledge of the team names and stuff, but yeah. Oh well.
Sparky setting the
Broken Reptile, the only car with DRS at the moment.
Sparky.
To note.
Sparky setting the pace. He's 6.3 behind Oxygen Thief, but he does have that 5-second penalty as well.
So 7 laps to go now for Izzy, and how are you feeling about the race, and who's your top 3 now at our 50% race distance?
The race has been interesting. It's qualifying needs to be interesting, I think. Even though we had a wet qualifying, Thief was manic in qualifying. But the race has been far more interesting. Sparky down the one with a penalty so far. And I think he'll be kicking himself, because that could be a throwaway podium.
Very close to Broken Reptile. We got another yellow flag for one of the Carlin cars. It's Green Goats this time.
Oh, Goats for Life is better.
Goats has got par.
Reptiles has let him through.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Broken Reptile maybe playing for DRS there, maybe.
Yeah, as I was saying, Sparky might have a throwaway podium here. 3 seconds is the gap between himself and Paddy Crow, so he needs to fight another 2 to 1.9 seconds to stay on it, but he's pumping fastest laps here. Don't forget, Urban Grove needs to pit as well for the Super Softs.
It's Ultra Softs, dude.
Well, he says SS, so it doesn't say US for me.
Oh, it does say SS. It is Super. I swear purple used to be Ultra, though.
Little T's, no, the fastest lap. Fastest lap of the race so far. Top 3 though. It's all up in the air. I don't think Sparky will be up there just because of that 5-second penalty. If it was 3 seconds, then I would say he's in with a shout, but because it's 5 seconds, it's a little bit, yeah.
Stormhardo may need to pit again as well. He's been on those medium tires 6 laps now.
And there's 7 laps remaining. So
So those tyres will be very gaunt at the end of the race. Potentially even into puncture territory. So unfortunate there for Stormhutto. May need to jump into the pit lane again through a set of super softs towards the end.
yeah, really pick up the pace here now. It was just over 13 seconds at the start of the lap. It's now 11.2.
It's for life, putting a lot of pressure on his teammate. Not even just Buddy Crow. Sorry about that.
Ten seconds is the gap between Urban Growth and Oxygen Thief. Sparky has nearly got that 5-second gap out to Goats, but Goats for Life really pushing.
Job done there for Goats for Life.
Stormhutto's in.
So he is going to go for those super soft tyres, as I was just explaining. Interesting.
So
sticking on the back of Paddy here, or Goats for Life.
So I'm looking at the gaps to the leader. 26-27 Urban Grove. It's P6 with 5 laps remaining if he pits this lap.
He's looking around P6, yeah.
Yeah, P6. I mean, he will be on the quicker tyre, but
I don't know if it's going to give him that much of advantage, though.
what will help him out now is a safety car.
Yep, safety car right now. Right now, I'm British now. Safety car literally, like in the next 15 seconds, would give Urban Growth a definite podium, in my opinion.
Help Sparky out as well, get rid of that 5-second penalty, as though T gets a 3-seconder, but he's...
Oh, someone's in the wall! That's Paddy Crow! Paddy Crow in the wall. Just at the final corner of Sector 2. And that will be front wing damage, and that will hurt him very, very much towards the end of this race. Still 5 laps to go. As Urban Growth is in the lane.
Oh, no. Oh, Urban Growth, why?
Paddy's bringing it in. Paddy thinks that front wing damage is too bad, and he will jump in the lane now, going slow as all anything. So, Urban Growth will rejoin in P5. Yep, P5. He's going to be hoping in front of this lap car, but I don't think he's going to get it. No, he's in. Oh, yes, he is. Cool. So, P5 and a 6-second gap to Broken Reptile. Let's keep an eye on that gap and see how fast Urban Growth really is on those super soft tyres.
Yeah. It needs to be like 20 seconds a lap quicker than everybody. It's not going to happen, but if he wants to get onto that...
20 seconds. Yeah, he needs a lot of pace.
That's just to get onto the podium.
No, the podium's about 10 seconds away, so it needs to be about 2 seconds lap faster.
Well,
20.
don't forget Sparky has that 5-second penalty as well.
Yeah, no, true.
So, I think the final podium spot... Actually, no.
We've got a problem for one of the Red Bulls. May have just been letting traffic go through.
It was Black Camera. I'm surprised...
No front right end plate again.
I'm surprised no safety car. Considering how many yellow flags and spins that we've had.
No DNFs though, so...
Oh, Stormhutto.
We've got a problem.
Yeah,
Stormhutto. He's lost a bit of front wing. No front right end plate. That could put a halt to his run for the top 8 in the feature race at least.
Yeah, don't forget, whoever starts P8 will be on pole position for the sprint race.
Jockey Snags, give him some room. Oh! Basically pushing Lil T into the pit lane maybe a bit of aggression there from Chunky that was maybe earned, he feels, from that spin that these two had earlier on in the race. A bit of aggression there from Chunky Snags. Maybe, you know, as I just said, maybe, you know, a bit of, you know, yeah, you gave it to me and put me around earlier in the race, so I'm going to put you as close to the wall and make it as hard as possible for you to get this move done.
I just realised,
fair
well,
and reasonable racing.
Black Hammer, what a week different, what a week difference it makes playing this game, by the way. Apparently he won Monaco last week in one of the races. So, and he's down in P11 and been lapped by the entire field.
Yeah.
What a week.
Ridiculous.
Different. Oh. The highest of highs, now he's doing the lowest of lows at the moment. It snags a Little T. Little T runs a little bit wide, but your like sector 1 of Black Hammer is off once again. That's disappointing.
Just out of the pit lane, man.
Urban Growth really pick up the pace here. Reptile could be in trouble here.
I think that's as far as he's going to get, but he's going to catch and pass Broken Reptile. But I don't see him getting close enough to Sparky.
Yeah.
Or Goats for Life. So what happened with Lil T? Why is he behind Chunky now?
Chunky just pushed him out wide and Little T just fell back behind. It was just after the castle section, so I caught the back end of it, so I didn't see the stuff leading up to it.
Fair enough.
2.8
second gap.
Yep, I was just literally about to say that. 2.8 seconds is the gap. Fast lap? Nah, not yet.
Going slow.
Be Black Hammer? Yes, it was Black Hammer. Oh dear, Black Hammer.
He's having an absolute.
So, what do we make of his performance?
Oh!
I must have missed something.
Yeah, Black Hammer went opposite block.
Yes, what do we make of Thief's performance? He'll get the win, but he won't get the fastest lap point, but that won't hit him too much. But it's always nice to have that extra bonus point there. He'll start P8. What do we make of his performance in this race, especially?
I think it's surprising how close the gap. Only 6 seconds. Like, we've been looking at about a 30-second lead and win. Here's we've got another yellow flag. Green Goats is now around and into the wall. He's really struggling to get the car back around. Could prove interesting. No one really near him though, so after the spin, he's got the car back under control and facing the right way.
So Sparky is now down in P3. He's got DRS. He's going to go around the outside. Oh, he does not fully commit, and I think he's worried about his penalty growing. So smart play there from the young man in P3. His Paddy Crow gets the fastest lap point at this stage. Urban Grove trying his best, but it's not. I think he came in too late.
Yeah, I just think the super softs don't have enough lifespan to really make a difference.
But I had a bit of an oversteer moment coming out of the chicane.
It's almost within a second now. Urban Growth pushing very, very hard.
I think Urban Growth was just banking on a safety car, and it hasn't come out for him. surprisingly, all 11 drivers are still on track. Not the chaos that I was expecting anyway. Can he get under a second? Yes, he can. Can he get...
Also, watch this gap. Only 5.3 between Sparky and
He's got DRS.
Urban.
Yeah. Urban Grove has
Urban
DRS.
could get a podium.
He'll finish P5. Unless Sparky has got a 3-second time penalty, which I missed.
Sparky's got 5.
Yeah, Urban Grove's
got
5 as well.
Broken could end up on the podium.
Let's...
Oh, Urban's got 5.
Yeah.
Broken could end up on the podium here.
Sparky's got 2
Technically
warnings.
2 tenths.
Urban Grove's got 1 warning, and Reptile's got 1 warning, so... Yeah.
So it will be P5 for Urban Growth, but Broken Reptile shouldn't be worried about the car behind him. He should be focused on getting within that 5-second gap, which he now is done, as Paddy Crow has had an issue at turn 1.
I think Storm Hutto made a move on Paddy Crow, and Paddy Crow just went out wide. We're back on board with Urban Grove. It's a shame now, it's under 5 seconds. The gap between Sparky and Broken Reptile, yellow flags. Oxyvic is going to win this race, but this battle... just imagine if he didn't have that 5-second penalty. Oh dear.
Oxygen thief lapping both Carlin cars at the same exact time.
It's back at the 5 seconds, so Sparky got that podium again. He's got a 10th to play with.
It's going to be very, very tight.
Oh, this is going to be so close.
Not worried about Urban Growth. We know he's staying P5.
But the Meow is Oxygen Thief 23, gets pole position by next Tuesday, and it's the feature race as Green Goats and Black Hammer gets P10-11, so 1 point for Green Goats. Goats wife P2, Sparky P3. What is Reptile?
He's got the podium!
He's got the podium under 0.3 of a second. Urban Growth P5, and it looks like Snags will get P6, Little T P7, Storm Hutto P8, unless Little T has 6 seconds of penalties, he does, but I think he'll stay P7. Storm Hutto will get P8 and Paddy Crow will get P9 and on pole position.
Crucially, yeah, Storm Hutto will be starting in pole position for our second race.
That's going to be interesting with Storm Hutto on pole position for the next race.
But let's forget that for a minute and celebrate a brilliant win and domination by Oxygen Thief here. And it's just special to watch domination. We thought there for a second Urban might have been challenging, but that 5-second penalty really just put the nail in the coffin for Urban Growth. And yeah, let's enjoy the podium celebrations from the top 3.
And here is your final race result. Oxygen Thief takes the win and full 25 points, misses out on the first lap point, but he does now have the championship lead. We got Goats for Life in P2, Broken Reptile P3 after starting P5, Sparky in P4, Urban Growth P5, Snags in P6, Little T P7, Storm Hutto P8, and Paddy Crow in P9 with the fastest lap point. Green Goats in P10 at 1 point, and Black Hammer in P11. The results so far, it's Oxygen Thief on top with 29 points. Then we've got Goats for Life in P2, Reptile P3, Sparky P4, Urban Growth P5, Snags P6, Little T P7, Storm Hutto P8, Paddy Crow P9, and Green Goats in P10 with Black Hammer in P11. So I do believe,
as I said at the start of the race, incredible drive from Goats for Life, and That was his real pace. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see much of it in qualifying as he DNF'd, but P2. Brilliant effort.
Oh, did I see someone leave the lobby? Was it Criticala?
You did, Green Goats.
Oh no, Green Goats. I don't think he can get back in.
As,
Nah, he
we're
won't.
getting a couple messages in the chat. Lil T saying, I broke front wing in the castle section and just let Chunky through. That makes a little bit more sense and helps us understand what happened when Chunky got back through. Chunky saying, well, this is fun, and then Little T also apologising about putting Chunky around. So, sprint race.
So before we get onto that, just to remind everybody, tomorrow race at Baku has been moved to Monday night at 7 p.m. So don't expect Edge or Dutchy commentating tomorrow. It's been moved to 7 p.m. Monday due to Anzac Day, and most of us will be absolutely tanked, I must say. So, yeah, so 7 p.m. Be sure to tune in on Monday. So no race tomorrow for FormulaOCE. That's been moved to Monday for 1 week only. Then we're back for Canada the following week. Alright, so...
Auction Thief saying woohoo in the chat, and well, it's just been a perfect first qualifying session and feature race so far from him. We'll be looking to continue and push through the field here, starting 8th in the sprint race.
I'm on the tie strategy, and Blackhammer's on the softs, or super softs. And he might not have any mediums left. But if there's a safety car, I mean, we always premise things on safety cars, but if there is one, you never know.
We'll go through the running. Okay, no.
I was just going to say with Blackhammer, safety car comes out at lap 5, lap 6, maybe. Yeah, about there. Go on to mediums, they come back in under safety car for another set of supers, and go to the end if he has another spare set. You're doing the race order as Stormhunter. He needs to slow down. He needs to slow down, otherwise he's going to have cold tires. He's in that like little S section, and little T's not even at the final corner.
Alright, we'll go through the running order quickly as Stormhunter has got about 15 seconds, 20 seconds to the pack. But Stormhunter will be starting on pole here in Baku, followed by Lil T, P2, Chunky Snags, P3, Urban Growth, P4, Sparky, P5, Broken Reptile, P6. Codes for Life will be P7. Oxygen Thief, your feature race winner and pole position winner, P8. After a stellar performance so far this race weekend. Paddy Crow, P9, after an unfortunate sequence of events there in race number 1. Green Goats in P10, unfortunately disconnected, and that might be his weekend over early here. And Black Hammer will be bringing up the rear there from P11.
And I think only the top 8 get points too this race. So not P9, 10, and 11 get, or P9 and 10 get nothing this race, from if memory serves correctly. But here we go.
Yep, that's how it works.
Oh no. There goes Goats for Life's car. Not Goats, Green Goats I should say. And it's lights out and away we go. Stormhunter gets off to a slowish start. He's clear of everybody. Little T's had a poor...
Oh, someone's in the wall!
T's in the fence! Oh, he's had a shocking start. Sparky down the inside of Chunky Snags. Oh, this is... Oh my god, I'm on board with Stormhunter looking behind. Oh my god, what is going on here? Are they going to go 3 wide? Is Urban Growth going to make this 3 wide? No, he's not. Sparky's up at the P3, Stags in the P4. Red Goats will get drive-through penalty, you would think. He just jump start. Oh my god, Urban Growth nearly into the fence as Reptile is in P8. Thief is only moved up 1 place in the P7. Goats for Life is in P6. And Paddock Crest still in P9. But now Sparky looking for a move onto Storm Hutto because this is actually for the lead of the race. Don't forget. Wheel flag. Oh, Urban Grove is around. He's got wing damage. Many wings have been lost here. And Little T. Oh my god.
Side by side.
Oh my god, that was almost catastrophic. Oh, wowzers. Wow, there might be...
very, very hungry here. For Storm Hutto.
There might be some stewards and quarries after this race. And Storm Hutto's let Sparky through, which is not a bad idea. Just let Sparky drag you along.
I think Sparky just had overspeed, to be honest. I don't even think that was a let through. I think that was just green. Sparky was too quick.
Oh, what's Storm Hutto sent down the inside? Oh my god, the camera angles on this game. Nothing happens. Is there. Black Hammer. He's into the points here, ladies and gentlemen. He's on P8. Paddy Crow, the only one into the pit lane.
Yeah, interesting.
Oh,
Broken Reptile's got in front of Oxygen Thief.
I think Kevin just let cars through Urban Growth and Little T respectively, but it was in the points. Oh dear. I love how this game just says Sparky's 2 minutes behind Green Goats. It's not right. But Stormheart is 1 point, or was 1 point with Sparky. He needs to keep within DRS. If he wants to keep P2, because he's got Chunky Snags and a Goats for Life right behind him, and he could get a podium here.
Oxygen Thief's got front wing damage. He does. Oxygen Thief's got no front right end plate.
Oh dear.
I was wondering why he was so slow. No front right end plate on your current round leader. With Sparky up in P2. Oh, I apologise.
As Sparky's got ahead of Green Goats. Disconnect car. Poor old Paddy Crow is down in P11. Oh dear, oh dear. Hopefully the game fixes up the timings. Now the top 5 is back. Top 6, top 7. Top 8, top 9. And it should be top 10. And Stormhunter gets free DRS here due to Green Goat's ghosted car. So that's going to help him out on this straight here.
Life going for the move down the inside of Chunky Snags here in a turn 3. And he's got the job done very nicely there. And great respect shown from Chunky Snags. In a good effort there.
Oh, they both went over there a little bit. You don't want to be doing that there, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you that from experience. As Goats for Life goes out wide. Why Green Goats goes to the car there. Luckily, there's no really real overtaking opportunity here. And Snags.
Life will get the job done.
I was just gonna say Snags not really getting the drop out of that corner. So Goats for Life is up at the P3. Snags will get P4 surely.
Green Goats will be disqualified if he does end up in the top 8, so that's right. So effectively, we're at a top 10 situation here.
Well, I'm sure Reptile Thief Little T will get past them.
And Urban, but we got to get at least to the top 8. And we've got a Red Bull in the wall.
It's Black Hammer.
We've got a Red Bull around.
It's Black Hammer.
Has he lost front wing?
Yes,
I
wonder. Ooh, no, yeah, he's got end-plate damage. His Reptile,
Yep, no, right.
Little T, Oxygen Thief is in. He's out of the points at this stage. Oh dear. Could this cost Oxygen Thief the round winner? We'll have to stay up. Watch that. Why?
I think that's definitely a potential loss there for Oxygen Thief if he doesn't get at least a point here, because at the moment I believe Sparky's on for 30 points and Oxygen's only got 25.
29.
20, sorry, yeah, 29.
Don't connect Goats for Life as well. He got 18, he's in P3.
Gets him.
I can't remember what he can't remember what he gets for P3 in the
It's 12.
all Pettigrew. Yeah, Pettigrew's retired. Starting in the pit lane. So unfortunately, no.
So our first DNF.
Yeah, we got our first DNF, and Pettigrew just said, "See you later, Baku. I have to do more."
Unfortunately, he will have to do it again come Monday night. But that is race set and match for Paddy. Here in Baku, a very unfortunate round, only 4 points.
But the main thing is he has scored points, so I'm thinking that's probably what his goal was, considering where he's on the table. But Thief...
Definitely better in the F1 cars on this game, that's for sure.
Oh, 100%. But Thief will take the championship lead, come into Canada. So that's going to be another interesting race there, especially weather-wise. As Little T's right behind Green Goats, he'll just send it on Green Goats because he's ghosted. Yep, there he goes.
Oxygen Thief currently has a singular point. Just note that because Green Goats is currently P7.
Thief is back in.
He's probably wants more tyres.
Battle for P4 is on. Snags and Reptile. Tell you what, if there's a safety car coming up very soon, Thief will be the most blessed man on this track.
I don't think we can hold our breath for safety cars though, because we haven't seen one yet this round.
Yeah, I don't know if there was one in Monaco. I know there was 2 at Spain. So yeah, you would expect at this sort of a circuit you'll have at least a virtual, but nothing.
Oxygen Thief currently a minute and 10 seconds off of Urban Growth, who was effectively P7 in this race. You'd think that Green Goats here in a minute.
Tell you what, Storm Hutto doing a fantastic job here in P2. He will eventually get overtaken by Goats for Life 2 P3. So could this be his first podium of the season? Actually, it might be his first podium of the season because I don't know what Monaco was.
Yeah, I believe it is.
And with Snags and Reptile battling.
Reptile could also be in for a challenge at this, well, maybe not the race, the round win, but definitely at a podium if he keeps... Oh, if he can get this move done, he's goes for life.
Let's get the move done. Ooh. As Abyss
That's what I was about to
is
say.
yawning his head off, he's so bored.
No, I'm not bored, man.
Oh, goats for life,
Yeah, yeah.
having some tank slappers. So, what Stormhunter needs to do now is stay within a second.
I made a mistake.
Stormhunter needs to stay within a second of Goats for Life, not DRS, and just make Goats for Life pull him along. Because Goats for Life quicker than him, stays behind him, gets slipstream DRS, and he'll get P3. All he has to do. And hopefully,
We just need to remember that oxygen's effectively P8
yep.
for the points.
So FIFA will get one singular point. You'll take sector 1. It's Goats for Life!
That's a problem.
Goats for Life! He's in the fence! Oh no!
Was he in the fence or did he just run wide?
He's got no
No,
wing.
in the fence. No front left end plate.
Wow. P3, P2 in this race has now heated up.
Stormhunter's got it.
You got Stormhunter, Snags, Reptile, and Little T.
Stormhunter's got P2. I'm confident.
Wow, Abyss has said it here, ladies and gentlemen. So if Stormhunter does not get P2, ooh, them.
Commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse strikes again as Urban Growth will get P7 very shortly after, wow, an opening lap drama. Sparky, 6.8 second gap over Stormhunter. Oh, he's probably kicking himself for not winning the first race, or at least challenging Oxygen Thief.
Oh, green goats. Green goats around.
Ooh, could that be a safety car? Could that be a safety car?
Green goats around and struggling. The AI really struggling.
Is this a safety car? Please be safety car. Nah, he's gone.
He's got it out.
He's got it out.
No, he's not. He's spun again.
He's
Going very slowly.
going very slowly for me as well.
Back up to speed.
Ah, damn it, game, give us a goddamn safety car.
We won't now.
Nah.
I don't think. Maybe potentially on this lap.
Nah, that's
will be
it.
the last lap
Nah.
for a safety car.
Nah.
9, 10, 11. That's the last 3, isn't it?
No,
Goats is in the line. So Urban Goat's on for P6 here. He's done well.
yeah, he's back with the P6 after that lap like calamity. You would expect.
Goats for life not happy in the Discord.
Oh dear. Gap is 1.7 between Stormhunter and Chucky Snags here, ladies and gentlemen. You've
Flag.
might have been Black Hammer. Black Hammer letting Sparky through.
Yes. So Green Goats is going to effectively take P7, but technically not.
Black Hammer, after winning Monaco, is down at P10 and lapped. Snags has made a mistake here, ladies and gentlemen. He's 2 seconds behind Stormhunter. Stormhunter doing very, very well here in P2. Snags is going to be under pressure from Reptile and Little T. That actually,
It's a good little number
if
here.
Snags has 2 warnings, Reptile has nothing, Little T has nothing, Stormhunter has nothing as well. What's Spike's got nothing. So one mistake, Snags could be off the podium here. I think he'll be off the podium now. He's 1 warning away from a 3-second time penalty.
Is Broken Reptile going to be close enough this lap with DRS open and the slipstream? I don't think he will be. He might be into turn 3, but definitely not into turn 1. He's getting pressured from Lil T from behind though. But yeah, just not enough pace.
Little T, fast lap.
There for Little T.
Fast lap for Little T. Rep's a little bit too wide. Will Little T make a move?
Little T up the
Down
inside in
oh,
a turn
flags.
2! He's lost the car! He's done what he did!
Oh.
Chunky Snags in the first lap.
I think,
first race.
I think Little T
and I think
might...
if good etiquette comes in, he will let Broken Reptile through.
Yeah,
but
I think Little T might have to give that position back to Broken Reptile. I think, yeah.
In my opinion, that would be the truth too.
Yeah,
I think just to play safe from a
penalty,
maybe more severe penalty.
I don't think it,
in
I don't
stewards. You should give that back.
I don't think it'll be a time penalty, but because it was, will it be a time penalty though? That's the question.
It very well could be. As Little T now sneaks the wall, the castle section.
So we've got 3 laps remaining. Gap is nearly 2 seconds between Storm Hutto and Chunky Snags here. With each lap passing, your prediction is going to come true. Oh, Little T!
Oh, Little T in the wall!
And Snags had a bit of an oversteer moment as well. I think that's it. Reptile will get Little T here. And Snags needs to keep it clean for the last 2 laps. As Sparky has started lap 10 with the fastest lap of the race so far. It's... wowzers. Is all I can say. Even Thief is really struggling to catch up to Gringo's ghosted car, even with that spin. 2 laps to go, Reptile... Little T stayed out. So that's going to hinder Reptile more. So 1 and a bit laps to go. No safety cars can come out. Even a virtual Little T into the fence again, but just keeps it out to make that wing damage a little bit better. Left gets the fastest lap with his super softs. Oh, this is the dirty air for Reptile. It's not great.
And again, we got to remember that Chunky Snags is 1 warning away from a 3-second time penalty.
Yes, that is true. If Snags gets that 3-second time penalty, Storm Hutto officially becomes P2. Yellow flag.
The flag, it's just Blackhammer getting lapped, I believe.
Okay, and Snags had a bit of a moment as well. So 2 seconds is the gap still as Thief is into the lane. I think he'll go.
He needs to be careful, he might get lapped here.
He's going to get lapped. Wow. Who would have thought championship leader gets lapped in this sprint race? Didn't Dodgy get lapped?
He's gonna get lapped
in Australia?
Can't quite remember. That was a long time ago.
I know he bottled sprint race because I watched the stream and I know he finished outside the points, but I'm pretty sure he got lapped out of Australia. So now the teammates are 1-on-1 for being lapped in the sprint race after starting P8. And speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, we're on the final lap here. Sparky's got 11.5 second lead over Storm Hutto, who's got a 1.2 second gap over Chunky Snags, and Little T still fighting out there with that damaged wing, and Reptile still stuck behind him in P4. Urban Grove is in P6, all on his lonesome. Goat's Vibe is in P7.
Tell you what, we could have a 4-way drag race here under the straight.
If Snags can get DRS on that straight, wow. This could be
on for a 4-way drag race.
This could be something. If Snags keeps it clean, it's still...
Lil T very close to Snags now. Snags must have made a mistake through the castle section. He's dropped 5 to Storm Hutto.
Wow, Storm Hutto will get his first podium in F2, I do
Given that he
believe.
makes the next few corners.
So I think the battle is for P3. Little T and Broken Reptile.
We're going to go off that battle for a little minute and celebrate Sparky winning his first race in the F2 cars from what I know. Well done, Sparky, to win by 12 seconds. Alright, now we can go back to this battle. Sparky's going to get done on the line by Lil T here.
Yeah. Watch this
DRS
one.
open.
Reptiles,
He's not done.
Storm Hutto gets
Well
P2.
done.
Little T P3, Snags P4, Reptile P5. But ladies and gentlemen, Storm Hutto gets his first podium, I think, ever? I'm not too sure. I think that's Storm Hutto's first podium. It's definitely his first podium in the F2 series. Urban Grove gets P6, so good haul of points for Urban Grove and Storm Hutto. Goats for Life, a disappointed P7, and Green Goat's car will finish P8, but he'll be...
So 1 point for your championship leader. That'll take him up to 30. But where is everyone else sitting? Let's have a quick look. Sparky driver of the day. Could not agree more. I think he started P5, 6 or 7 and got up to... wow. Auction Thief not happy in the chat.
Yes, I would assume some stewards inquiries will be happening after that lap 1 castle section incident. There was many cars around, front wings were flying. It's definitely going to be interesting. There is your podium celebration, ladies and gentlemen. And just to reiterate, Sparky gets P1, Storm Hutto P2, 12 valuable points for BWT. Little T P3, Snags P4, Reptile P5, Urban Grove P6, Goats 5 P7, and Green Goats P8, but he'll get DSQ, so Thief will get P8, Black Hammer P10, and Paddy Crow P11.
But now, the moment of truth. Who is your round winner for Baku? It's going to be Oxygen Thief.
Thief wins, followed by Sparky and
points.
Goats for Life. Reptile misses out by a point. Oh dear, oh dear. Then we got a 3-way scrap from Snags, Little T and Storm Hutto. Urban Grove gets P8, Paddy Crow P9, Green Goats gets P10, and Black Hammer P11.
Oh god, what was the top 3?
Sparky
and Goats. Sparky and Goats.
Thief,
Sparky and Goats.
yeah.
Sparky and Goats.
Thief, Sparky, and Goats. Good thing my stream has a delay.
And Green Goats. Goats for Life, sorry. Where's Goats for Life? There he is. Goats for Life gets the invite when everyone joins in. How are we, lads? Just remember to include your audio, eh? Hopefully Goats for Life jumps on in. There he is. If all drivers could please include their audio, and Chunky will start it off with P3 of, I believe, Goats?
I think so.
Alright, take it away, Fries.
Alright, Oxygen Thief, we'll start off with you, the round winner by a couple of points, but we'll get to the feature race first, but let's talk about your sprint race, the second race. Talk us through what happened at the castle section there.
There was a pink car, it had spun, and it was up against the wall and didn't ghost, and I drove through it, so I lost the front wing. And then I think Paddy Crow ran into my rear end, so he also lost his rear wing because none of us ghosted.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's Codemaster's fault on that one.
Well, the good news is now that you take the lead in the championship, but
Who?
over your teammate by 4 points. 80,
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna last long.
so I'm assuming your confidence for Canada is very low then.
I'm actually Canada's probably one of my most favourite tracks, and France. So looking forward to those. Probably, hopefully, give Dutch a run for his money.
All right, so we should be expecting Thief to be on pole by 7 seconds ahead of Dutchy then. All right then.
I don't know about that much, but we'll give it a go.
I think Snags was P2, or was it Goats for Life 2 in P2?
Sparky, I think.
It was Sparky.
Yeah, I came second overall.
Oh, it was Sparky. Oh, sorry, that is my mistake, Sparky. Tell us about this sprint race. In the feature race, I mean, in the sprint race, you just dominated. You won by 12 seconds. I assume that you'll be kicking yourself for not at least giving Oxygen Thief a run for his money in the feature race.
Yeah, I was struggling quite a bit with the wings. I just kept on hitting the walls during the feature race, so. And then the 5-second penalty sort of screwed me up as well, but yeah, no, I was pretty happy.
Yes. When you did that fight, when you sped to the pit lane, what went through your mind? You're like, oh, I've messed up a podium here.
To be
What
honest,
went
I
through
was pretty just stoked to be in the podium. That's what I was fighting for. Yeah.
Alright. Goats. I mean, a very good comeback drive in the feature race, but in the sprint, total opposite. Kind of like Oxygen Thief. Tell us about your sprint race. Like, what happened at turn
Yeah,
one?
well, I was going like fairly well. I think I was up into second. But I saw that whoever it was behind me, he was up close, so I tried to brake a little bit later so I could just get into the corner quicker. But I was going too quick, and I obviously went to turn left into the corner, and I didn't have enough. Like, I realized that I didn't have enough time to turn because I was going too quick. So I tried to turn back right into the big open area to spin her back around quickly, but just went into the wall.
Oh dear, because we were on board with your fight and Stormhutto's fight as well, and we knew that you were going to overtake. It was just a matter of when, and then I sent you into the fence, and Stormhutto just said very much for P2 again, and you came in for the pit stop, and yeah.
Yeah,
It
it
was-
was annoying, but oh well.
Abyss, any questions for our top three for the weekend?
No, I think, again, as you guys seem to do every single week, fairly clean racing. I think it was probably one of our worst weeks, which is saying a lot about our F2 blokes really striving at being best in the league at the moment, with the F1s being not as successful, but just a huge congratulations to our top three, and let's go to Canada.
Let's go.
Yeah, Canada is next week. And just a friendly reminder, do not tune in to FormulaOCE tomorrow, as that race from Baku, the Sunday race, has been moved to Monday night at 7 o'clock. So that's just a reminder, 7 o'clock on Monday night, the final round for FormulaOCE's race weekend showdown, whatever people want to call it these days. And then 2 days later, we're at Canada for the Wednesday night league. So that's
Breakfast on Tuesdays.
okay. But there's a Wreckfest league on Tuesday nights. I'm not sure who's streaming that, but if you want to sign up, there's the link in the description down below. I hope so. And yeah, and then Wednesday we're at Canada for the first of our triple header at that track. I think that's it. Well done to Oxygen Thief for taking the lead in the championship, and now we can say Dutchy will be sweating it out once
Yeah, we'll have to get
again.
the elbows out now. I don't think I'll be letting him pass anymore.
Hopefully there's more.
Oh.
Hopefully there's some safety cars happening too.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
Abyss,
boring.
Take it away. Wrap it up.
Alright, with Baku now done and the championship holding up here, 8 rounds in, 14 to go, I think. 14? Something like that. 14 to go. Our drivers all getting into the grips of their cars, and also moving into the new F1 2021 game. All the drivers will be wanting to take as good as they can run into the new game and Season 2. So lots to look forward to here on FormulaOCE, so make sure to tune in on Monday. Talk to you then.
See ya.